Hello and welcome to Shoot the Hostage with me, Dan, and my partner, Sarah. We're a movie podcast who talks about a different film each week based on a theme. We do swear and we do spoil the featured movie, so only ever listen if you've seen the film or you don't care too much about spoilers. If you're a regular listener, you can just skip forward until you hear the intro music because you've heard all of this before. But if you are new to the show and you do enjoy what you hear, there are a couple of things you can do to help support the show. Firstly, make sure that you're subscribed on your podcast player so you get notified when new shows drop on Mondays. You could rate us 5 stars on Spotify, which couldn't be easier. You just hit the star icon below the show's artwork. Or if you have a spare few minutes, we'd love it if you could submit a review wherever you listen. Make sure you come follow us at STH_pod on social media. We are active on Instagram, Threads and TikTok. And lastly, the biggest thing you can do to help is tell a friend about the show. So that's about it. That's enough preamble from me. Over to me and Sarah for this week's episode. Week 5 of video game movies. This week we're talking about Tron Legacy, not the original Tron, the sequel to Tron.
Okay.
Called Legacy, 2010.
Yep.
Sequel to the 1982 movie.
Yeah, it's as old as I am.
That came out in 1982. That's when you came out.
It is. Yeah. I wasn't released in cinemas, but I did come out.
Not that you are aware of.
I hope not.
What if you were released in cinemas?
That would be really weird.
What if your mum gave birth to you in a cinema?
It would explain a lot.
In 1982.
What would she have been watching?
The Thing.
The Thing, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's what happened, but it would make a lot of sense.
I don't know exactly when the first movie came out, but I do wonder if it was in December of 1982.
Let's go with that. Let's say it was December.
It feels like a Christmas movie.
Does it?
The original one. Yeah, it's got lights in it.
Well, that's probably a perfect jumping off point then, because you've rewatched the first Tron movie recently, right?
I have. First time in decades.
Yeah. I also have not seen it in decades. So do you want to give me like a quick refresher of the first movie, please?
Sure. Yeah. Jeff Bridges, man gets sucked off into computer game. Jeff Bridges, man plays disc game. Jeff Bridges, man plays motorbike game. Jeff Bridges, man comes out of computer game.
The end.
It's a little bit like Tron Legacy. Really.
But Bruce Bogtrotter's in it, right?
He's going to say Springsteen.
What's his name?
What did you call him?
Bruce Bogtrotter.
Bogtrotter.
What's his name?
Leitner?
That's the one.
He's
He's in both as well, right?
Brox. Yeah, Brox. Bruce.
It's really
Bruce
hard
Box
to say.
Leitner.
Yes.
Big Brucey.
Mm-hmm.
Big Brucey boys in both movies. He's in the 1982 one and a 2010 one as Tron.
Brucey bonus.
Yeah, you get a Brucey bonus, Bruce Box Leitner, in both movies. And so they're both called Tron, but they're not really about Tron. Neither of the movies are about Tron, which is a curious choice.
I did think that.
I think I thought that when I used to watch the original when I was a kid. Because Tron was so cool, but it's like, but he's barely in it. It's Jeff Bridges, is that Tron? My parents be like, nah, that's not Tron, Dad. But why? Because it's called Tron. Should have called it Jeff Bridges.
But he's Alan in this one.
Yeah, he's also Tron.
Yeah.
And Rinsler, like baddie Tron, good Tron guy.
I'm a little bit confused, to be honest.
All right, well, look, you said
that's going to be a recurring motif, this show.
So you haven't seen the original in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I saw it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
More than once. I know that much.
It was on telly a lot, I think, when we were kids.
That tracks, yeah.
It feels like, maybe I said this about Masters of the Universe, but it feels like a movie that was on every Christmas for a couple of years.
Probably.
Maybe we had Tron books or like Tron, what do you call those things where you turn books? I already said books.
Those things where you turn what? The pages?
Yeah. Yeah. But I suppose I had quite a fondness for it when I was a kid, but I hadn't seen it in such a long time. So I was curious to revisit it for the show, for the episode, part of the research.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Tron Legacy, was there anything that you thought that you missed out on by not having watched the original Tron recently?
Yes.
Okay, such as?
Everything.
Really?
A bit, yeah. I do wish I'd had a refresher of the first movie. But then
Okay.
maybe it wouldn't have enriched this viewing of Tron Legacy. I don't know.
I don't know if it would really.
Well, there you go then.
Because like,
That's
there's
the
not...
end. That's the podcast.
Okay, yeah. Join us next week for another movie that's not based on a video game.
Oh yeah, this is an outlier in your lineup.
Kind of, yeah.
So why did you choose it?
I really like Tron Legacy. It's a film that
Why?
I have / had a sort of fondness for. I wanted to get this in Legacy sequels season at some point, but I decided to put it in this season, and part of that was because the sequel Tron Errors is coming out. I'd misremembered that they don't actually go. It's not. I suppose they do technically go into a video game because they go
Kinda.
into the Tron arcade unit game or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, so really, but I suppose it's a bit misleading when all of the other movies in the season are video game adaptations and this one's not. Although,
I'm just going to remind you very quickly about Neo Western season.
yeah, some of those weren't neo westerns, were they?
I think this belongs in a video game season. I think that's fine. You don't have to justify it. I just wondered why you held it in such regard that you chose it.
I wanted to talk about it a bit.
Cool.
No,
That's a pretty
like I
good reason for deciding to include it on a podcast, yeah.
Like I said, fondness for it. Daft Punk ticks a lot of boxes for me. I've got the 3D Blu-ray, and I just thought, yeah, let's slap it in this season. It's as good as any, I suppose.
What do you mean the 3D Blu-ray?
It's the three. You can watch it in 3Ds.
In 3Ds?
Yeah.
3 of them?
Yes.
Does it require dumb glasses?
No.
How do you watch it in 3Ds then?
You have to have 3D televisions, one for each eye.
I sound like a Luddite, but 3D is not a huge thing that I know about because, quick side note, I have strabismus, so I can't actually see 3D or magic eye pictures or any of that shit. So it's not something I've taken any great interest in. But the red and the blue, that was anamorphic widescreen. Anamorphic 3D? No.
I don't. Are you talking about the little glasses with the red and the blue windows on?
That's what I still think of when we talk about 3D movies.
I mean, they were 3D glasses that we had when we watched that Freddy Krueger movie in 1991.
Yeah, or like Jaws 3D.
Sure. Yeah.
So how is it 3D
3D
now?
Oh no.
Do they come around your house?
Yeah. Well, there's two people. There's one holding a red sheet of glass. There's the other one
Right.
holding a blue sheet of glass.
Oh no, I meant Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges
Just
holds
comes
red
over
glass.
to act it out.
Oh, right, like a performance art situation.
3D. It's actually theatre.
Yeah. How do they get around the de-aging thing and the duplication of...
It's probably
The
going to look
avatars.
about as good as it did in the movie.
He's going to clone himself. He's going to mini-me himself.
Yeah, maybe.
What were we talking about?
Tron Legacy.
Yeah, of course we are. That's what we're here to do, isn't it? It's a curious one to make a sequel to the 1982 Tron, because it's not like it was a breakout hit. It was a modest success.
Was it? Because
Very
I was always
modest.
under the impression that the original was a bit of a flop. Or that it didn't do brilliantly well, but it became a bit of a cult classic.
Definitely a cult classic, yeah. It was big when I was growing up.
Was
I remember it, like I said, on television a lot. It was certainly one that I was encouraged to watch, be it marketing, advertising, or even just parents. Have you seen Tron? And right, maybe it's advertised on TV or whatever. This Christmas is the premiere of Tron, and you
Well,
get
your
all
parents
excited.
asked you that. Have you seen Tron? I don't know. Did you buy it for me?
I don't know. Did you take me to the fucking cinema to see
Yeah.
it? No.
I'm a child.
Why not? Well, you weren't born yet. That's why.
Oh, yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
I always forget you're younger than me.
The original, the budget for the original was 17 million, and it grossed
Oof.
33 million worldwide.
And the budget for this was what, 10 times that?
Yeah,
Holy
pretty much.
cow.
Yeah, exactly 10 times. Yeah,
Wow.
They sort of, both Tron and Tron Legacy sort of did about the same in terms of like budget versus box office numbers. Like in terms of, if you look at it as a percentage, they grossed about the same amount.
So what was the box
percentage.
office for this one?
About 400 million, I think.
That shocks me.
So
I'm going to be honest.
That it made as much as that?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe I'm viewing it through too current of a lens, because I feel like if it came out now, it would... Fuck you. I feel like if it came out now, it would probably bomb. Just the way that like every big budget movie kind of bombs lately, doesn't it?
Yes, and I think if it came out now as well, it'd feel even more derivative than it already did in 2010.
Yeah.
Like a lot of movies have done the same thing even since 2010, I think.
Okay.
But
so what are your predictions for Tron Ares, just quickly?
My predictions are Jared Leto is going to ruin it.
Well, yeah, he's in it.
But all of the stuff in the trailer without Jared Leto.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. All the stuff without Jared Leto in the trailer looks really cool, I think.
Okay.
I think it looks beautiful, and that's, you know, the number one thing really for a Tron movie.
Is he a really important character?
What? Who? Ares?
Leto.
I don't know. I think I just made him up for the third one.
I wonder if they could like bring out a sack off the Leto cut.
Hopefully.
Just a version of the movie that edits him out. Yeah. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Do you mean edit him out of the movie or out of existence?
Yeah, it's up to your own interpretation. I will neither confirm nor deny. I don't wish harm on anyone.
Can we imply? We're allowed to imply things without being legally troubled.
I don't think we can be legally... Well, no, we can. I should watch what I say.
I don't have any representation at the moment.
I don't like Jared Leto. The end. And I don't have a lawyer, so that's as much as I will say.
Yeah, he's still fucking ruining movies. Like, why are we putting him in stuff? I
don't know. He can't be a box office draw.
We must have spoken about him
too much.
Too much in our Requiem for a Dream episode.
He's not even in this movie, and we're talking about him again.
No, he's in Tron Ares. He's ruining my franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, sucks, man. But it's weird. It's weird to me that this franchise, out of all of them, this one seemed, I know, you know, reboots and sequels, that's basically all we get these days in terms of blockbuster movies. But Tron is a weird one because neither of those two movies have done brilliantly.
Yeah.
They did okay, just about covered their costs and a little bit more, maybe, and a pack of polos or something. So it's weird, but I think both of them have ended up being cult classics. The first one, I think a lot of it was because it was this new technique and fully set in, the exception of parts of the first act, in a computer, never been done before. First time director Steven Lisberger, who was also an animator. It's the only film that he directed, Tron.
Oh, he's done nothing since?
No. Oh. I assume he just sort of went back to doing animation and production stuff.
Yeah, I don't mean he's done nothing. No. He's just sat on his ass for the last 4 years.
No, and I imagine that hopefully he struck a good deal with Disney and was able to make bank out of it, which would have been nice. A lot of merchandising stuff associated with Tron.
Is there?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, this is all new to me.
Loads of video games. Maybe we'll get more on that later. I don't know. But I think there's something like 15 video game adaptations or tie-ins.
I had no idea. So it's definitely relevant.
Yeah,
it's just the other way around in this instance.
It's a weird one because the movies did fine, but Tron lives on. You know, it's weird how
people do seem like, the fans do seem very enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, but where were you in 2010? Like,
what, me personally?
No, not you. I mean, fans of Tron. I suppose that's the kind of the nature of a cult hit, isn't it? As it becomes more popular as time goes on. I think that Legacy might have flopped even harder had it not been for Daft Punk.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, I'm not a fan of this movie. I am a fan of the soundtrack of this movie.
Good.
The soundtrack saves it.
Thank God. Yeah.
Would that have been like...
Movie fine. Soundtrack seminal, masterpiece, greatest soundtrack of all time.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's very good. It's very good. Is this grounds for divorce?
No, I'll take very good. It's fine. Because when this came out in 2010, I wasn't massively hyped for it. I kind of liked Tron when I was a kid, but sort of, I suppose, grew out of it and didn't really think about it or revisit it for years. Tron 2010 comes out. Love Daft Punk. Love all that French house music of that era. And I think that's what made the difference for me anyway. And I bet a lot of people went to see the film and then went to see it again because they loved the soundtrack so much. And just because a lot of the visuals and stuff looks really great. And it's pretty groundbreaking, I think. Even Legacy. I think the original Tron was, certainly.
I had an inkling that the first one was. How was the second one groundbreaking?
Well, I think it's weird, right? Because you've got, again, another first-time director with Joseph Kosinski.
Oh, yeah. I did read that it was like the biggest budget that a first-time director ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still the case, but it certainly was at the time.
I don't know. I was amazed when I saw that, because this obviously would have been the first Kosinski film I saw. I think after that you've got Oblivion, which I believe he wrote as a screenplay before he made even Tron Legacy. What else was there? He did Spiderhead, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, good movie.
Did something that came out this year, didn't he? What was it?
What was that something movie? About cars, maybe?
F something?
No, I think it was Cars too.
Cars, yeah. Cars Go Boom Boom too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was your movie of the year, obviously.
Yeah,
F1.
F1, which is obviously a fantastic movie, we can all agree. Weird that a first-time director gets given $160, $170 million to make a feature.
Yeah.
Had made shorts and worked in ads.
He was an architect at one point.
Trained as an architect. I know, so interesting. Like, I didn't know that until I was researching for this show. Just
pick a lane, dude. Stop being good at everything.
I know, it's annoying, isn't it?
Embarrassing for the rest of us.
So he was hired in 2007 anyway, Kosinski, and then a couple of writers were brought on board, and they sort of challenge us, as it always is for a reboot, please the original fans, bring in a new audience. And they felt challenges because they were trying to figure out how to represent Flynn in the sequel, and they sort of saw him as a Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and John Lennon kind of mixed up into ones, like this weird kind of mixture.
That sounds insufferable.
Yeah, but he is a bit that though, isn't he? Do I find his character, the Flynn character, a little bit like, God, you know everything, don't you? Just annoying.
Yeah.
But it seemed like a nice guy and stuff, but just you wouldn't want to hang around him for so long because he's got an opinion on everything.
I get cult leader vibes.
Real cult leader vibes. He's wearing a gown.
Yeah.
He's not wearing shoes.
I know.
He's got a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ticks all of the boxes.
That's why they got an actual cult leader for the third movie, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm implying that.
Yep.
Yeah, so Kosinski, first-time filmmaker for this, background in architecture, as you said. Can you see any of that in his work, his architectural influence? Has that struck you at all?
I don't know. I think I might have to rewatch some of his stuff with that in mind. I know I did read that he played a part in the construction of the sets, some of the sets for this movie. Like, I don't know to what degree. Maybe
he played
a
piece of wood.
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
Maybe he just oversaw it, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But that definitely sounded like it helped.
I think I hadn't thought about it, but now they mentioned it, architect probably is quite a good fit. It's this big puzzle piece you're trying to put together. Lots of different people need to come together and make a thing, like a singular vision. Everyone has to work to the same specifications, but sometimes people have other ideas and you deviate a little bit.
And also, in both scenarios, it would be terrible to work with children or animals.
Yeah. Well, children aren't allowed on site anymore because there was that wood chipper incident.
Not even in hard hats?
No.
They don't make them that small.
No, they don't make them that small. No. I think it actually suits out of all of the career sort of changes you can make, there's a lot of transferable skills there, I think. And I can sort of see, maybe just, I don't know if I was because I was looking out for it or whatever, but when I was watching Legacy, there was a lot of like symmetrical framing and kind of modular designs. A lot of that is lifted, I guess, from the original Tron, which I guess again makes him a good fit for the sequel.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I have no love for this movie.
And you hadn't mentioned that.
I know. Honestly, I think it's kind of a nothing burger of a film, but it does look good. I'll give it that.
It does look good, yeah.
It does. Like, I know you're taking the piss, but like, yes, maybe my observation isn't reinventing the wheel, but yeah, I will concede that it looks pretty good.
Pretty good. I think a lot of the effects look great. The de-aging stuff, not so much.
No. Which ironically looked more like video game graphics than anything else in the movie.
Yeah. Well, they are, they're computer-generated images, aren't they? So, like, it didn't look very good. But
apparently that took 2 years.
Nearly 3, I think.
It should have been longer.
Wasn't it like the first film to do de-aging?
No, I believe Benjamin Button had done that technique first.
Oh, which is 2007?
I don't know. I don't give a shit about that movie. I've never seen it. It looks like arse.
Okay.
It looked like shitty Oscar bait, and you know my feelings about those.
Yeah, I've also not seen it.
But apparently it wasn't the first. I think they did use the same technique, but
right.
Yeah, it didn't look great, did it?
But it's early days. It's early days
Yeah.
de-aging, and it's still, even in 2025, they haven't nailed it yet. Like,
true. Yeah.
It does look better, but you've still got the movement problem. You've still got the issue that the second that anyone tries to move a frame, their body moves and their face is like a millisecond behind.
Yeah, their head moves and then their features follow a split second after.
It's weird. It is weird, and it takes you out of it. Now, there's the part at the start where Flynn is explaining to young Sam that, there's this magic place where we put robots in and that we live there together, and it's great. And there's the de-aging part there, and that
awful.
I can't. You don't need to do it.
No, because initially you just seen him from the back.
Yeah,
that would have been fine.
Yeah, you don't need to do it. You've already done the voiceover stuff at the start as well. Like, you're sort of double dipping there as well, I think, anyway, with the voiceover and dialogue, which is a huge problem, as we've spoken about many times.
Yeah, but also, like, Jeff Bridges has such a recognizable voice.
Yeah, man.
Like, you instantly know it's like, especially fans of the first movie would instantly recognize that voice.
Yeah, one of the most recognizable voices in acting, I would say.
Yeah.
So I didn't...
Outside of Gilbert Gottfried.
Sure. The parrot from Aladdin.
I tell no lies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care for the de-aging at the start of the film on, shall we say, real world Jeff Bridges. When we get into the grid and you've got Clue, I've got less of an issue with that because it is a program. So it's the only thing that takes me out of it is that everybody else looks fully human and Clue doesn't. That's the problem there, and there's a bit of a disconnect. But I can sort of let that one go, I think. And I think what they were going for in terms of you're fighting your younger self, like there are some interesting thematic ideas there that weren't really fully fleshed out or
explored at all.
But there was an idea there for it, and they just sort of went, there you go, you figure this out.
There was a concept.
Yeah, there was an idea, but pretty groundbreaking. Like, yeah, you said it looks good, and I agree. I think it looks amazing with those couple of things aside. Just the design of it is just, the original Tron is so recognizable with the neon and the skin tight suits and stuff, and you've got the same thing happening here, albeit upgraded versions. They spent $13 million on the costumes alone.
Fucking
which is
hell.
A pretty penny. Yeah, it's the most expensive suit that you can buy.
Wow.
It's got lights in it, so you can look a bit like a Tron disc man.
It's got strip lights in it, and if it's anything like the ones in the movie, the batteries will only work for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't sit down because you break the circuitry. I had to lean.
I'm fucked. I love sitting down.
I know you do. You love it.
Yes, one of my favourite things.
You can wear one of these suits. I would kill to get one of these suits and
can
go
you
to a
lie
rave
down in them?
You can't do anything. You can stand and do your lines at the camera, and then the assistant has to come and turn your battery off so don't run out.
No, I don't want any part of that.
Ball ache. But 12 minutes of just pure bliss. Yeah, so 13 million on costumes, and they look great. They look amazing. It still looks good today.
Can I express one iota of a problem that I had with the costuming? And it's going to be a recurring complaint from me, because I am the resident feminist buzzkill. Why do all the women have to wear high heels?
Well, the very first woman that we see on screen, the first thing you see is a heel. Why do computer programs need to wear shoes at all?
I don't know.
Do they have bits to cover up? Do they have weather?
That's a really good question.
Why have clothes? Because it's a kids' movie, I guess.
No inclement weather to deal with.
Yeah. Maybe they just care about fashion for some reason.
And they don't want their calves to look dumpy.
Is that why people wear shoes like that?
High heels were sort of intended to elongate the leg.
Really?
Yeah.
To make your leg look longer?
Yeah.
By making it longer?
Yeah. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Never thought about it, really. It's just like, that's a funny looking shoe, isn't it? Yeah. What about Cora then? Olivia Wilde. We were talking about your rampant feminism.
Okay.
Let's talk about Cora,
I've already crossed my arms in preparation.
Yeah, I know.
I've got the defensive body language on the go already.
Let's talk about Cora. Like Olivia Wilde, very talented actor, director. What did you think about the character of Cora?
Didn't love her. Well, I think the characterization is a little bit off to start with, because when we're first introduced to Cora, she's a little bit childlike. And one thing I really fucking hate is the infantilization of grown women. And I know you can sort of be like, well, she's not really a woman in the truest sense of the word.
She's an ISO.
Something biodigital jazz. I don't know. That sounds worse than regular jazz. I want no part of this. But
it's a digital frontier, man.
Yeah, I know my complaints are probably worthless with that in mind, but I don't know. It made me think of the character Apple in Turbo Kid. Okay. She sort of ruined that for me a little bit. And just I don't know, they're always written by men.
Yeah.
They're always written by men. And I find it, and the word is going to make me sound insufferable, but I find it a bit problematic. Mm. And the reason that it grated is because she sort of does a 180 at that point and becomes more serious and more competent after being all like cheerful and, hey, everything's funny. And, oh, he taught me how to read a book. I found the characterization way off.
Yeah.
She felt like two different people. It felt like a switch flipped at some point.
Well, there's probably an attempt at an arc, I guess.
Right.
But, yeah, I suppose there probably is a bit of a lack of characterization there. And
it's less of an arc and more of a sharp corner.
Yeah. You just sort of fall off a cliff into someone else's shoes. Because she's a very capable character. She's rescuing Sam from the light cycles. But then she's very naive and very childlike, like you say. She literally is a child in like a digital jazz, like you said. Digital jazz child.
Bio-digital jazz.
Bio-digital jizz, man.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's literally like very young. And she's the last of these ISOs who have just evolved from the program, the grid. We call it the grid. You can't call it a program. I think in the original, it's called, what's it called? The master... I think it's called the Master Control Unit or something, Master Control. And that's Tron was created to basically take out the bad parts of the Master Control Unit. But now it's in... I don't really know what's happened. I think Flynn's built another thing, but called it the grid and put it inside a computer game. And then that's where these people have evolved from.
Okay.
So it's a bit tricky. Like, I don't really know what the connection is there between the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
But we're going to put Cillian Murphy in it.
Oh, why? Why?
Bio-digital jazz, man.
But it...
Why not? Just put it in there.
Just when you think it's going to zig, it zags.
Jazz doesn't have to make sense, does it?
That's true. But films do, sadly.
Well, yeah, you say that.
Somebody forgot to tell David Lynch. Yeah, that threw me because for like a solid, well, for the duration of his scene, singular, I was just like, is that? No.
Yeah.
No, but it looked, but no, it can't. But it does look like, is it? Yeah. And I went back and forth for the longest time. I was like, no, of course it is. Why? Why is he there?
I didn't want to bring it up before we watched it because
Okay.
I knew that it was coming. And I knew that he wasn't going to be in it again. He's got that one scene where he says like one, I think, sentence, and he's not in it again. He's not even credited in the movie. He's
curious.
but he's the son of Dillinger from the original movie, played by David Warner, who is the baddie.
The bad guy.
Yes.
Right.
So he plays Ed Dillinger, son of main baddie from first
Do we
one.
even get his name in the movie?
We do, yeah. They say, look at this, Edward Dillinger. He's a computer boy.
Right. He's a computer boy.
Yeah. And then he just says a computer thing and then fucks off and you don't see him again.
But he's wearing glasses, so that's how you know he's smart.
He's a nerd. Yeah. But I wanted to see that movie. I was disappointed.
I like Cillian Murphy. He's a good actor.
I remember the first time I watched Legacy and I did the pointing at the screen thing, the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
You did the meme.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh God, and having that same experience when he gets to the end of the movie, but he's not in it again, and then being really pleased that, they're planning a third movie, which we're now getting, but not really it's not got anything to do with...
Is Cillian Murphy in Tron Ares?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. Well, hopefully you got a day's pay for it, either way.
He's going to be in the one after Ares called Tron, the Bone Temple.
I think you might be mixing up your franchises there.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
28 Trons later?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Danny Boyle's Tron.
Yeah. Tron 28, still not making money, but we're still making them for some reason.
But people will like it in 20 years' time.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
If we make a good soundtrack, which seems to be their...
Maybe they'll get justice next time.
Oh, don't. That would be amazing. But no, they've got who is it? The Nails, not Jimmy Nail. 9 Inch Nails, is it?
Oh, Trent Reznor.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They're doing the soundtrack for Ares, so they're taking it seriously.
I was never a big fan of 9 Inch Nails, but Trent Reznor has done some pretty decent scores.
Really interesting film work.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of exciting then.
If you can't get Daft Punk, yeah, I think that's a good shout.
Will he be wearing a helmet and doing a cameo?
Yeah, of course.
Did Daft Punk get the gig specifically because they wear helmets?
I think that's a safe assumption.
Okay.
I think they're only... they said, yes, we'll do it, but our one caveat is that we're in the film more than Cillian Murphy.
And they were like, that's fine, he's barely in it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
But you can't be in it quite as much as Michael Sheen.
Not far off though. Michael Sheen's not in it a great deal either. He's in it less than I thought that he was, than my memory allowed me to remember. That was a weird sentence.
So
what Michael Sheenness of it?
I had a bit of it's becoming quite a familiar experience this season. Do you remember in Warcraft when I thought I hadn't seen Warcraft and it turns out I had in fact seen Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same experience this time. I was like, I'm pretty sure I've never seen Tron Legacy all the way through. And it got to the end and I was like, no, I have.
Oh, yeah. No, I have.
Yeah.
I have seen it.
Definitely have. But for some reason, had just completely blanked on Michael Sheen's role, which is quite something because it's not super forgettable.
It's possibly one of the West top 3 most memorable things in this movie. It's like the way it looks, Daft Punk and Michael Sheen.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Yeah, and he goes large. He's going full Sheen. He's going to give it Sheen and shine, isn't he?
Maximum over Sheen.
Maximum over Sheen.
Yeah.
What did you think? Did you enjoy it? Was it a bit much? Was it? I mean, it's always a bit much, but in a good way.
Did I enjoy it? That's a good question. Yes, I did. I enjoyed his performance. Did it feel like it was in a different film? Also, yes.
Yeah, I can understand that because it's a very camp, very large performance.
Yeah.
Whereas most of the movie is kind of dour, kind of dark, and a bit solemn.
It's not played for laughs, that's for sure.
Not really. It does take itself quite seriously, albeit with some nuggets of humour.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right. It does feel like a bit of an outlier, but also a welcome part of the movie. Because I do feel it definitely starts to sag a little bit for me in the middle, this film.
I think it started to sag about 10 minutes in for me. I wanted just more of Marv. Where was the dog the whole
Oh,
time?
Marv, yeah.
Put the dog in the game. That would have been so fun.
Put little VR glasses on there. Put little 3D glasses on the dog.
Yeah, and have like a little tiny sidecar on the light cycle. I would have loved it.
Oh my God, where were you in 2010? Disney would have been all over that.
Oh, the merchandising
Yeah.
opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd have been Funko Pops of him.
Yeah. Dog in a sidecar. If you have an opportunity to put a dog in a sidecar in anything, you should just do it, I think.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious, do that next.
Grab that opportunity with both hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like his performance, but yes, it felt a bit out of left field compared to the tone of everything else. Because it was all like family and reconnecting with my long lost father and it's the future of yada yada yada.
And
biodigital jazz. And some other nonsense I don't care about. And then he just turned up.
Yeah.
Like gesturing wildly and grinning like the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
And over pronouncing everything. And I loved it.
It's the son of a maker.
It's insane.
Just thrusting his groin around, playing air guitar
And the minute I saw him, I was just like, that's got to be Bowie influenced.
Yeah. It feels like it.
It has to be. Yeah. It has to be.
Even the way that he spoke was a bit Bowie-esque, was it? Excuse me, Bowie-esque. I got told off for that in season 3. Yeah, definitely an influence, I think. And but I feel I really appreciate his character at that part of the film because I feel like the first half an hour is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sort of starts to sag a little bit. I think it's not brilliantly paced, and it's never been more obvious to me until this watch.
It's simultaneously too long and not long enough.
I don't understand that sentence.
Well, you're right. It sags, and the pacing is way off, but I still don't feel like I know everything. I was still left a bit confused.
Okay. I feel like it did present quite a few ideas and didn't really sort of flesh out many of them, but I don't feel like it really needed to. Do you know what I was thinking? Like, I make this comparison all the time, and it was 5 years before it came out, but I think like a road movie in the Tron on the grid might have been a bit more interesting, like a Fury Road kind of scenario where they've got to get to the portal or whatever to get out.
And they get there and realise they have to turn back and go all the way.
Yeah, maybe you can't do exactly. But I don't know. I just the pacing for me this time, I'd never noticed it before, but this time watching it, I was like, yeah, God, it is dragging a little bit in some of these sections. Like, I love the action stuff. I love the stuff at the start with the bike and getting away from the police and going up the building.
Oh, the fucking parachute, man!
It's cool.
The fucking parachute. It was too much.
What's wrong? It's a movie. It's all right when Batman does it. Why can't Garrett Hedlund do it?
I know. I just felt like, am I watching Uncharted? No, that's a different video game movie.
Do you know what this movie is? It is definitely a post-Matrix movie. It's definitely a post-Batman Begins movie as well. It's post-Nolan gritty superhero movie.
I don't know if I'd say it was gritty.
But it wants to be.
It's maybe trying to be.
It's trying to be.
It's trying to have its cake and eat it because you've got like the little wink, Cillian Murphy 60 seconds.
Who's in the Batman Begins?
Yeah. And then you've got Michael Sheen's performance, as we talked about, and some of the kind of larger than life stuff. But then back to the, father,
Faja. Yeah.
So it didn't, I think it would have done better if it picked a lane and stuck to it.
Yeah.
Something we haven't talked about at all is Garrett Hedlund.
Your favourite?
My favourite?
Yeah, he's in your favourite movie, Four Brothers.
Oh my God. I enjoyed that movie when it came out. It's not aged brilliantly. I don't know.
It's not very good.
I don't know. I'm ashamed to say that I loved any Mark Wahlberg film. But
you love all Mark Wahlberg movies? Yes?
No, I did not. I would never. How dare you?
Your favourite movie is Shooter?
No.
McGavin?
No. Maybe. No. I do not love Garrett Hedlund in this film.
No.
I'll be honest.
I don't think I really know him from anything else.
He crops up in a lot of stuff, but mostly in minor roles.
As children,
As
he
children?
plays children in roles.
Oh, no, I mean like Underground. He's a minor.
Right. Oh,
No.
yeah. Okay. Hates Thatcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Who doesn't?
Whitters on about unions at every possible opportunity. No, he crops up in loads of stuff. He was inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh, was he?
Obviously, I know you didn't really enjoy that one, but
Forgot about that.
Aragon, that fucking kids dragon movie that massively flopped.
Okay.
He was in a film that wound up on Netflix called Mudbound. I don't know. He's in a ton of stuff, but not very. Oh, Friday Night Lights is the other thing I know him from. I think he's fine as a supporting actor. I don't love him when he's carrying the film.
Yeah.
Well, what did you think?
He's a bit two-dimensional, I think.
Yeah.
Which is ironic for a movie that was shot in 3D.
It felt like he was trying a little bit too hard at all times.
Yeah. And I suppose part of that is the character is sort of trying hard because he's trying to impress his dad, who's fucked off 20 years ago. And so there's sort of that side to it. But he does feel a bit one note as well. Like he's very smug and smart and like doing a quip at people and things. And there's less kind of emotional stuff to explore. You know, when he's reunited with his dad, he's pretty much just like, oh, all right, Dad.
Yeah.
And there's like he's a bit more than that, but it's like
it's not much more than that. Though.
You've just found out your dad was sucked off into a computer game 20 years ago. There's many things to think about here. You're seeing your dad, who you assumed was dead for 20 years. That would make you shocked, I think, and probably quite happy and also sad. Wasted time. Also, your dad lives in a computer?
And like, you're also in a computer?
Like, it's just like, oh, damn, I'm in the grid. Oh, no.
You were just riding a motorcycle comprised of code.
Yeah.
Why aren't you freaking out?
Why aren't you more shocked?
Why are you just purely distracted by Olivia Wilde in the world's worst wig?
Yeah.
Claire, it's French. Awful.
Inspired by Karen O.
Really?
Yeah, apparently so, yeah.
Karen O's got awful hair as well.
I'm not saying it's great. I'm saying it's inspired by Karen O.
I think she's fantastic, but I don't like her haircut.
Agreed.
Looks like a mushroom.
Yeah, I think I think Headland he wasn't given much to do really, I don't think. Could be part of the problem, but it was a bit flat. A bit too I'm just going to do a hero thing.
Yeah, and I think he played him a bit too cocky, and that's never likable.
Yeah, and it didn't ever feel like he really struggled with anything. It's like he got to a thing and then he was just the best at it.
That's one of the notes that I made, is that I want to see the version of this where it's just a schlubby guy who's done nothing with his life.
Yeah. like a Jumanji. They get sucked off into the computer game and then all of a sudden they're like The Rock.
I think that genuinely would have been more interesting rather than just, oh, this light cycle. Yeah, well, actually, I ride a motorcycle in real life, so this is nothing.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
How many times did they say, I got this, or you got this, or
Too many.
We got this? Like, I don't know. Whenever someone says that in a film, I'm always cringing because I'm like, come on, you should write something better than that, really.
Yeah. Something else that sort of irked me was a lot of the references to the first movie just felt a little bit too wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Did you get it? Like they stopped short of literally winking at the camera.
Well, there's one that really annoyed me, and I didn't realise it until I watched Tron at the start of the week and then Legacy after. But when he breaks into the Encom tower and he opens the door, it's a big door. He goes, that's a really big door. And it's brilliant because what happens in the first one, Sarah, is very complicated. I'm glad you're sitting down. Jeff Bridges, he opens a door and he says, that's a really big door.
That is genius.
It's so clever when you think about it.
Cinema has peaked.
Yeah.
Why is anybody still trying?
I don't know. Why are they making movies still?
I don't know.
I don't know why wasn't this the most successful movie of all time?
Because Jared Leto wasn't in it.
That's true.
They're right in the wrongs.
That's true. Because Morbius did fucking brilliantly, didn't it?
Well, I mean...
Re-released Tron Legacy.
It's Morbin time. Tron just needs a catchphrase.
Yeah.
That's all it's missing.
It's Ares time.
It's not quite as catchy.
No, we'll workshop that.
Can we also talk a little bit about the passage of time.
Oh, I'm so glad that you mentioned time, because I was going to mention time too.
Okay.
Are you going to ask me how many chromons passed for Jeff Bridges?
Yes. How did you know?
Well, is this honestly what you was going to bring up?
The time, not chromons.
No. How long was Flynn in the grid?
Well, how does time work in the grid? Because he's aged about the right number of years.
Yeah.
And obviously his program version hasn't, which...
Clue, yeah.
That's fine. Programs don't age.
No, programs don't age, which I'm guessing is why we don't see Tron's face.
Yes. But how did he not go batshit insane if time moves in the same way that it does in the real world?
Well, it's worse than that, Sarah, because in the film, they say, I think Bridges says 1 millicycle is equal to 8 hours in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did I got my calculator out.
Oh my God.
I did some workings out, and I've got a spreadsheet. And if you would like to see the spreadsheet, then please email me.
Are you for real? Did you make a spreadsheet?
I did, but I didn't save it, so you can't have it, really.
Damn.
Don't email me. Yeah, so 1 millicycle equal to about 30 seconds, 8 hours. And I was trying to figure out how long in Jeff Bridges' time he's been in the grid. 20 years in the real world. How long is that in computer world? I tried to work it out. My first answer was 5,000 years. My second answer was 80 years.
80?
Yeah. And I got bored and I gave up, so I just Googled it. He's been there for 1,000 years.
1,000 years?
Yeah.
So you can't die in the grid. Hey, why did he only had about 17 books? What's he doing?
Well, he reread them, didn't he? And did he create them from memory? Like, did they... Hang on.
He would have gone insane.
Well, that's why he's like a god now.
That's why he's a cult leader.
Yeah.
He achieved enlightenment by not dying for 1,000 years.
Would you recognise your son after 1,000 years?
I wouldn't recognise anything.
No.
I wouldn't recognise my own foot.
No.
Like, 1,000 years?
Yeah.
Can you kill yourself in the grid?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, programs.
Oh, I'd have done that after about 3 years.
That program jumped off the side, didn't it?
Oh yeah, I would have done that.
De-resed, I think they called it.
Right.
It's not kill because it's a children's movie.
De-resed.
They get de-resed.
Yeah, which is incidentally also a Daft Punk track.
Yeah, all of the tracks on the album are named from parts of the movie. End of Line.
Is one called Marv the Dog?
One's called Marv the Dog. In a Sidecar. Close brackets. Yeah.
Can we go back to something that you said near the start of the show? You call this movie groundbreaking, which I find interesting because I feel like a lot of it's quite derivative.
I guess I just mean from a technology perspective.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I mean.
Right. Because I think repeatedly I was thinking about Star Wars throughout this movie. I'm struggling to think of any specific instances, but repeatedly.
Someone had a lightsaber.
Well, yeah, they literally have lightsabers, double-ended lightsabers.
Yeah. There was something else that was double-ended in the previous season, wasn't there?
No.
I think it had Jared Leto in it.
No. Doesn't exist. Didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's Disney. It's a Disney. They're trying to sell merchandise and toys and make it a franchise, and there's certain safe decisions that you make that all of those kind of tentpole blockbusters do.
I guess so.
They're trying to appeal to all people, all ages, and become a little bit safe and
I think
ordinary.
That's a mistake.
I think there's room for all of it. I think you can have those sorts of movies and you can have more interesting movies as well. I do think this does suffer. It is it is derivative. I would agree with you, but it's basically the same movie as the first one as well.
I've seen that a lot online, actually, yeah.
But, that's what legacy sequels did for a while. Yeah, back to Star Wars again. The Force Awakens, that's pretty much a rehash of the original Star Wars, isn't it? Star Wars number 1.
A Star Wars?
Yeah, or 4, or whatever you want to call it. Some fucking nerd will write in.
Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. I don't know. It just sort of irked me. It felt very familiar in a weird
Yeah.
uncanny kind of a way.
It's not, when I say groundbreaking, like this, the story in no way whatsoever is it groundbreaking. It's very basic. And
It
doesn't
barely
do,
even taps ground, let alone
Yeah.
break it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And it's very basic, and there's not much to it, really.
I think that is my biggest criticism of this film overall, is that it's just meh.
Mm.
It needed a stronger story. I think the visuals and the soundtrack are so solid that it's frustrating that everything else is so mediocre.
Yeah. No, I do understand where you're coming from. I'm happier to sort of just submit to it and be like, yeah, it's brilliant in some ways, it's not great in others. I can just sort of enjoy it. It's one that's like really good to put on mute and put on in the background. I know it's also one to turn the telly off and just listen to the music as well, because that score is playing pretty much constantly throughout the movie as well. I think this is a way worse movie without that score. I think that score brings so much to this that
I think it saves it.
I think it's everything.
Yeah.
It's not for that score. Like, yes, looks great, but if the score's not there, then this is not. I don't know if I would. I definitely wouldn't have the fondness that I have for it. I don't.
Do you still?
Not as much. I didn't enjoy it this time as much as I have done in the past.
Is that because I was sat next to you?
No, it's because I had to think about it, because I had to sit down and think about it and watch it and go, what am I going to talk about? What is interesting to me? What went against my expectations? And there's just not much that's outside of the things we've already spoken about. It's not that much that's interesting about the story and the performances, or enough fleshed out with the themes. Like they sort of go, what about consciousness?
Yeah.
What about evolution? Where are we headed? You can think about that when you leave the cinema, can't you?
We're certainly not going to give you any more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
that's kind of my biggest frustration, is that if I'm going to watch a film that deals with such big themes, I say deals with, it doesn't really deal with them.
That
it posits
mentions
them. Yeah, it posits them and then backs into a hedge like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
I want it to be in the hands of someone like David Cronenberg.
Yeah, Cronenberg Tron would have been interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess I was thinking of like
Existence.
Existence. Yeah. But the whole like biodigital thing, I know I'm taking the piss, I keep using that phrase, but I don't know, it just, all it made me think of was how much more interesting it could have been in the hands of somebody who had been allowed to do something a bit more unique.
Yeah. No, I agree totally. It's all for me, it's the story. It's if we'd have got a more refined story in there, it would have been way better, I think, because nailed so many different parts and aspects of it that story really, really lets it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really thought about it or considered it in any great detail until this time watching it. I've just sort of had it on, and honestly, probably just like been on my phone or whatever, and been just pottering around, doing like iron a shirt or something, I don't know, and it's just on in the background. So I haven't needed to pay that much attention to it, because I'm just enjoying the visuals and the music so much. But yeah, this time when I'm like considering the story and character motivations and stuff, like there's not really anything there, is there? So it's quite hard to defend. I do enjoy it still, but on balance, I think I enjoy Driven a bit more than this movie.
I love that that's become your benchmark.
Yeah.
Is it as good as Driven?
But like I say, the greatest soundtrack of all time for me. It's not
literally
even,
like
close.
Not hyperbole.
No,
it's your favorite.
No hyperbole here. It's purely like, for me, it's an album that I put on anytime, any situation, whether I'm chilling out or I want to get hyped up and before I'm going out or whatever. And I think it fits the movie perfectly. I can listen to it from start to finish.
It's a nice balance as well of like digital stuff and orchestral.
It feels very cinematic. Maybe it seems like a dumb thing to say, but it feels very classic as well. It feels very classical. Like I just think it's an amazing score. I think it's such an incredible piece of work by Daft Punk.
And you're right, it does massively elevate everything else.
Yeah, it's so important to this. It's so much part of its identity, I think. And I think the movie would be barely watchable without it. Maybe it'd be like a Speed Racer situation.
Okay.
But I haven't
wow.
seen Speed Racer, to be fair, so I can't really judge it.
Well, for some reason, I remembered people being quite harsh about Tron Legacy when it came out, and kind of, I sort of mentally put it in the same category as things like Speed Racer and Jupiter Ascending and everything else the Wachowskis did that isn't The Matrix or Bound. So I don't think it's as big of a, if we're talking about sci-fi misfires, it's not that bad.
No, not at all.
But I, for some reason, I seem to remember the critical reception being not great. But actually, when I looked at, IMDb Letterboxd this time around, it's got quite a number of fans. People seem to quite like it. I don't know if they've reappraised it more recently or what.
Maybe. It's a weird one because, I can sit there and watch it and enjoy it still. But I can also acknowledge that it's not, in places, it's not the greatest. What's it, about 50-50? Is it a bit sort of divisive, or
what opinions?
Half people defending it, half people.
Well, it's got an average of 6.8 on IMDb, which surprised me.
Really? I'm surprised at that. Actually, I don't. I enjoy it probably about like a 3.5 out of 5 if we're doing Letterboxd. Yeah, I mean, if you asked me a week ago, it would have been a 4.
I'm at like a 2.5.
Yeah.
I know that's harsh.
No, is it though? No, I don't think it is.
But to me, it's just a nothing movie. In fact, I would go as far as to say the story's boring. And I think...
And it shouldn't be, because it's such an interesting concept to suck someone off into a computer game. I'd watch that all day long.
But I think that's kind of my point, is the script needed shredding, and they should have just started again.
I don't think it's a page one rewrite. I think it's a couple more drafts. No,
rewrite.
Because I think
burn it to the ground. Start again.
I think the pillars are there. Burn it to the ground. Put Jared Leto in it.
No, burn Jared Leto to the ground. Also,
allegedly. I think the foundations are there. I think it's got enough structure there for this to be.
Stop it! This is because we said he was an architect.
Yeah. There are many beams of structure. Yeah. I think that you can just refine this script a bit and it would be good. I think there's enough good ideas in there. I like that they don't do anything with it, as we've discussed, but they do mention about the evolution and what does consciousness mean. And I thought about a film that we covered. What season was that in? It was Dreams, actually. I think it was 13th Floor. Sort of thought about that a little bit. But all the people that are in that movie were very surprised and shocked when they went into another reality. Spoilers, I guess, for that movie. Whereas this one, they're just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to get put in a computer game now. And I don't know, it's sort of, the novelty felt like there wasn't any novelty for any real characters in this. They'd sort of seen it all before, I guess. I don't really know where I'm going with this.
No, I agree.
Just sort of waffling a bit. But
no, I think you were right on the money there. I think a lot of the reactions are a little bit off, and it's weird because it's not necessarily a film that you want to be super grounded.
No.
But there has to be something about the characters that you recognise in order for you to find it compelling, I think. And if they're in a computer game, which is already super hard to relate to.
Yeah.
I think there has to be more about it to humanize it.
Yeah.
To have it be familiar. And if the characters within this unfamiliar world are also acting like insane people, or just not reacting at all, then it's just too removed from reality, and then it feels like there's no stakes, and I don't know, the issues kind of snowball, I think.
It's a little bit empty, isn't it? Like it's all great sci-fi has it's very human at its heart, and it's either about a human emotion, condition, whatever, that's relatable for a lot of people that watch them. Whereas this, you're not really relating to anybody. I mean, they put a father-son in it, and if I'm not really invested in that relationship, then you're doing something wrong, because I'm a sucker for father-son things. But I'm just a little bit like, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they did really lack. It lacks heart. It lacks emotion and character depth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a huge it's a huge problem, because I think if you don't have that in this movie, well, that's what it's missing. I think it's got so many other good bits and pieces in it, but it lacks that, and it lacks the characterization and the progression of characters. And like you say, Cora just sort of flips a switch and she's a different character. Where was that progression? We could have maybe done it where it slumps in the middle of the movie there a little bit.
Absolutely. I think genuinely I would love to see a version of this with a new script, a better lead. Garrett Hedlund's fine.
How do you feel about Jared Leto as a lead?
No, stop bringing him up.
I'm not bringing him up. They keep putting him in movie.
I do know that they considered Chris Pine and Ryan Gosling.
Did they?
For this, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I would have preferred either of those.
Yeah, I'd have had me a Captain America, I think, in that role for sure. That'd been great.
But just somebody with a bit more charisma.
Yeah.
Give the women practical shoes and turn the volume on the soundtrack up.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're onto it. Oh, and put the dog in it more.
Yeah.
More Marv. Those are my notes.
Put Marv in one of those Daft Punk helmets.
Oh, with the ears sticking out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it. I feel like this movie is like the cinematic equivalent of somebody who shops exclusively at Cyberdog.
Yeah. I think when you work in Cyberdog, when you go through the application process, they actually ask you how many times you've seen Tron Legacy. They don't ask you if you've seen it, because you've already seen it.
They assume. Yeah. That's just a given.
Yeah.
So you said your score's gone down, but will you watch it again? Will you revisit?
I still like it. Look, don't get me wrong. I still like this movie. It's just that watching it for the podcast, I just have to think about it a bit more, and I can't defend it really as much as I thought that I possibly could. I thought this was going to be more of me defending this movie, to be honest with you. Yeah, but like all the issues that you've got with it are also issues that I have with it upon reflection. But that fucking soundtrack, man. Like I will put this on still.
Yeah.
But I won't be as keen, like, you know, when we're sitting there and we're trying to choose a movie and we go through loads of different ones and we're not in the mood for this. We're like, oh no, this is not a Sunday movie, or this requires too much thought.
This is far too cerebral after a full day of work.
Yeah, or no, let's watch Time Guardians on a Saturday night when we can just get drunk and take the piss out of it or something. I don't know. I think it's just going to be one of those where, have I got a task to do or something? Have I got to do some work or do something? Put that on in the background movie.
Yeah.
Turn the score right up. Smash. Get back in there for the light cycle bit, because Garrett Hedlund, he got this. Yeah. I like it. Don't get me, I like it.
Good.
Still.
I'm glad.
Reasonably excited for areas, but it's we've said it a million times already.
Don't, because if you say his name again, he's going to appear behind you.
That's the last thing we want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad that your opinion hasn't changed too much, because my fear is always that if I come on and get on my soapbox and start trashing something, that it'll erode your love for it in some way. And I never want that.
Didn't work on Driven, did it?
It didn't.
No.
I didn't try. I quietly enjoyed Driven. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, no, I'm glad. But equally, I think when you're rewatching it, I'm probably going to go and do something else.
Yeah, that's fair. I think, and also like everything that's good about this movie, to be fair, started with the original Tron. Take apart from Daft Punk, because the soundtrack in Legacy and Marv. The soundtrack in Legacy is amazing, but in the original Tron, it's not really part of the fabric so much and identity of the original movie. But aside from that, the design, the aesthetics, just the idea and the characters, like it all came from the original Tron movie. So I think probably not enough praise has been given to that, really. I think over the years, like what a weird property. Well, like a movie that didn't do very well, but yet like 40 years later, we've got a third movie and just loads of video games and merchandise coming out of your backside. It's crazy that this seems to endure.
I mean, we live in a world where everything is going to be rebooted at some point. Like one day there'll be a legacy sequel of Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, reboot Freddy Got Fingered. Yeah, you're right.
Genuinely.
Yeah. Well, I think that in a way I can sort of understand how it's endured, because also technology is sort of caught up to where Tron is to a degree. Like, especially that original movie, when they're talking about they've created an AI agent, and like it's their avatar. It's like, fucking shit. And that's exactly what we're talking about now.
And now
like,
people are getting AI psychosis from talking to their phones too much.
Yeah. But there were some ideas in there from that original 82 movie, which was conceived, I think, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, it was definitely ahead of its time.
Crazy.
But equally, I think we sort of forget that these concepts have been around in sci-fi for a really long time, particularly in like science fiction novels.
Yeah, true. And life imitates art and all that, I suppose. Yeah, but I don't know. It struck me, especially watching Tron, the original, this week, and going, even some of the terminology they use, it's what we're using now for talking about the AI agents and things like that. And they're going rogue. The agents are going rogue, and that's how we all die. Like, it's weird.
So Tron is Skynet?
Tron is Skynet adjacent. Yeah, they're going to team up. Terminator and Tron combined movie, cinematic universe.
I don't think I like that.
Nah, stay out of my Terminator.
Yeah, keep Tron out of Terminator.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
What are we doing next week?
Right. Next week, we're doing another computer game movie, Sarah, wouldn't you know?
God, do we have to?
This one is actually an adaptation of one of my favourite computer games of all time. We're doing Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
The first one?
The first one, the Angelina Jolie one.
Oh, good.
Another classic movie that you can get your teeth stuck into in terms of themes and characterizations.
Excellent. Yeah. Maybe, to prepare, I'm going to make you watch a really depressing Noah Taylor film.
Oh, he's not in it that much. I'm going to make you watch the entire run of the British Empire. How about that?
Oh, no. I've already seen it.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Did you see
when
the
I was
one?
a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see the one where Colin gets his plaster off his hand?
It's a leisure centre, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I've seen them all.
Whitbury Newtown Leisure Centre.
Oh my God. Do you really own them?
No, I actually don't. It'd be weird if I did, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You're going to order it on eBay, aren't you?
I might. No, because I'm never going to sit down and watch the British Empire, am I? It's not very good, is it, Sarah? But yeah, so maybe we'll talk about British next week. Look at Chris
wait.
Barry being the butler.